wasanga ngu the committee members bali mbakora mu rujungu kitukweta connivance. They used it to connive with some amasaza such that ngo amasaza ago gasinge, and indeed no muntu anyakufuire riso rundi no muntu atakuweza kinu ya kiroraga. We use it to see these things. No sanga the chairperson organizing committee aine side ya kugwera in a broad daylight. Abana nitegereza no murora kimongo this person
ari kuri
so ndozire no mukyandiko mu babaire mbadisibaninga
so
committee.
So the essence of MASAZA wasn't coming out.
Yes, because there are conflict of interest. And obukuba oli mwekulembezi tulina kuba nogwera side nabantu kwetegereza ngo ningwa side nanga. You need to be neutral. But for your information, the some committee members bali ba in sides bagweraga. Yes. So amasaza gakatandika as usual nko edition zibiri nko kuzabaire zitabe mukavuyo kona matcha zino akavuyo no karaba kali kalimu baitu kali kataitu kataku
kataliyo that. But hata now abantu abali nabatera mutochi rundi one aba basobora kutera mutochi, they would just predict things. One day no hantu ali tuli kamba bita MASAZA ganu kagali mu kanindora gali mu VULUGU.
We predicted it here.
Twali babiri kama ta MASAZA ganu nindora mu VULUGU. However much we've started by the nindora mu VULUGU nyingi,
because to empire kusinga twagi following aga rilo ikakizaniro orole bintengere bikokorwamu ororo mutengera kubazamu ugamba hati tulaliki kandi kizibe kitwali twine MASAZA gani hali mu dictatorship nyingi ori nagamba ninyo wewe kitinisa nanga my decision is fine abone tegereza ori nuja kura nagamba ninyo cha person organizing committee oburalenga okuntabura izi sezali yawo ni rusarwamu bro daylight ani nyo cha person organizing committee nyoka kuli muntabura isezali yanyu ni ndisazamu ina broad daylight oli naimuka nagamba inyo abagize bananka muri badoma nyuti kwetaga kavuyo kanyu, you get. And when you a leader
you really, I'm sorry to use this word, you spit such a statement. Nyomna litaka vyo ni MASAZA. Last time I told you nakintu jakigaruka even today. Kiki kikulema obukama bwa TOORO bwine department ya sports. I don't want to mention the one who leads that sector. The one who is selected for that. But ngobukama bwa TOORO bwineki office ye byemezana. Kiki kikulema if it is TOORO MASAZA Cup without stringing ourselves on a company, without attaching some pins, without pinning ourselves on a company, bakama baitu mutuyambe hano. Why don't we make proposals? Ngobukama bwake butakora proposals. If they're eligible enough. If at all the people who are installed in the area of sports, in the Ministry of Sports, abake bataimoka bakakora proposals. This is an initiative of the kingdom, not another company's initiative. You see, once a company bakujeka your certain activity without your proposal, nikisana, I'm sorry if it is not obkiraba atabero proposal yon. I'm sorry. If it is for other beneficiaries, I don't know how you deal with. But nyonko kunkurora ito nkabantu kutukurora. It is a company's initiative. Not a TOORO MASAZA initiative. Terry, this is owned by a certain company. So the company is all about doing business. When you follow up economically, this is just a business. We are not saying the company shouldn't benefit, but this is business. It is rather even okay, in a broad daylight buli omu nasobola koraki ukerora ngo this is business. I wondered, you see, everything now should be accountable. When you look at team were kusinga, I heard even they don't receive full amount of 5 million. Tebazitunga zona. I hear mbo. I don't know now. Hato bado was releasinga izindi bazitemani janka.
I think a lot of zikira mikone talinto.
Rekamba in your media personnel, do you get your allowances?
Some.
Abambatunga. I had one was akatunga even so it says so bad.
And what I know,
but company negamba this money is always released. And when you contact these people bagamba media inyo abakora sports bakora kimanya sente tikaizire no hatakazire now okuturugire ihona. Those are the VULUGU now. We are seeing because abantu abandi bayire ne bagambire ikintu kyabo, they are not eating. Nikiyo kubanza abantu abandi bayire ne bakurakoraneza omugigi gunuka ni kungweti nabalimo ne basere byabo.
True.
Abaki ningambo obukama bugarukeyo nkabo na sports department owara abataru kushobora mu sports department mu musirimule asirimuka rugeyo mugambe nanka you go, you are not creating any development, otherwise you are causing havoc to people.
But it's confident people.
Exactly. They bring people who should draw the right map of this TOORO MASAZA Cup. I'm telling you, egi VULUGU ebe mu season yen tusabe mune sara even no mwako gurukwija
etavom
sara zonka MASAZA Cup kura iba successful. Otherwise team, I'm telling you, team zija kuimuka zigamba titukusambire game mipira, people will off nibaja genda mu now twajam politics, there will be now competition. Nguba politician imbetaga amatimu nobukama mbwetagaki amatimu ganu kusambira those small tournaments. Now ori naja kwimuka nagamba, how do you see nimujja kusambira milioni 5 milioni if it was 50 million that was good. Milioni 5, only 5 million in the current status of Uganda, the economic status of Uganda.
I think hata no twakwetagire the committee
of 5 million
and the TOORO Kingdom kuongera bakakora lobbying what we discussed here.
That's right. The 5 million or milioni 5?
Just the 7.5 million the winner.
7
million msanje
no zikuba milioni 10 on team is busente bataito to the economic status of Uganda currently.
That's what we discussed.
Idea ya body
the other time.
Yes, idea ya body obakora proposal de kabantu tuwege hati obakora proposal ko bukama ngwito tuine an initiative ya TOORO MASAZA Cup, that is the sports area kura kwanza abantu no gaita abantu abokuba abantu tukagarukangana mtu amanyangana. That is good for the culture.
Yeah.
Ebi byona babiteke mu proposal, then ibo benyini they market this to the companies. Hatika tutandikire MTN ngwe MTN yabahereza milioni 10 as part of sponsor muikare mu office zanyu ito will run the system. I'm sorry to mention the companies because they are able. Airtel yaleta milioni 15 ninkwechokororao. Twaja Pepsi yaleta milioni 10. Twaja Coke yaleta milioni 5. Those are now the centers rukuija zanzuraninga these are specified activities as empira. Timu mwage hazinga irukuija mwakora mutaba arefari nebindi those expenses. Sudiru rupareria yagamba nyo nimbaha milioni 5 some nanka umukuru exactly
the centenary bank the whatever
TOORO yonka in company had say TOORO is bank as you cannot tell me that those companies can fail to fund real our cultural initiative.
So I think now let's wait because the committee has been disbanded and the name coordinators.
That's what the story. Kareta ka ebaro nigamba ki ebaro yeturukire MASAZA Cup
anyuma ya kuikara bakakora review mbabesingira ha petition ya Mwenge House no mupire ngeri gwa gutahoiro gwebero kweza 2009.
Yes,
committee ya ikara ba mu findings bakasanga bintu nibyo byarugiremo. The organizing committee batakola omulimu gwali nigwetaagisa
nkukyali kisaanire
mu kusubmitinga empapula ez'abasambi b'amasaza
kuhayo ripooti rundi ebyo birukwataho n'abasambi b'amasaza
ebyakuli validi ekikumanyisa hali mu kubuzabuza nosanga bwaisaza nakole coordinator naleeta omusambi nawe wenyine namumanya tasemerire kusamba mu masaza so coordinator na conniving naleeta omusambi you get ekindi rules of the tournament ezaikiranizibweho kandi zakorwa ba coordinators ba masaza aba coordinators bano batagarukeyo kuzisobora amasaza gabo nko kyali nikiyetagisa bakagetegereza. And here is true because intarole coordinator wisaza lyacyaka na ikaliza isaza team yisaza lyacyaka nabagambira the rules made no baraba isi entegereza ne yakana no so kunkwase kipapura nko musambi nintakisoma so kitaga thorough explanation
sobore kenyin.
Then most teams, if not all, violated the rules of the tournament knowingly. The our knowledge, our unknowledgely at various stages. Kini kitu antusoborao. Then ekindi ngo aba coordinators aba masaza gano bakakora connivance kile kimbalizeo.
Yes.
Bakwatagana na chairperson organizing committee
abari kukwatwa babalika
ndabizaho timu yange eno tura meeting haraka policy tura meeting nanka unketegerize hali mu connivance egi. Now mo resolutions the current organizing committee and the 9 MASAZA coordinators babayire disband till further notes.
Now hati tugarukayo no abaimerize what is it disbanding something no abaimerize.
And now here the question questions in kaguzo bikuizera ni no abaimerize is this no bukama ni minister webyemizano mu bukama because now abaire fully involved obaine omurora as if is the chairperson wanonyetegereza
wanda akenda kubinga abasejja ba media kimotoka na mugamba likaija yongera akibazi ni murora
hati yangerani batugamba in order kumalira amasaza gano a 3-man committee is sitting eba kuija kwamba tugambira soonest batairo committee abantu basatu.
Okay.
Then finally isaza lya Fort Poto na isaza lya Mwenge ya Burashia nibo bakuija kuzana fine biro kwezi 2 na kimo saa mwende za Rwebajo. Then isaza lya Mwenge ya Masirimuka na isaza lya Ntoroko basambe third playoffs mu mpira ntiketa third playoffs funara kwa tekikale cha kasatu saha mukaga gwa Nyamisane biro kwezi 21 na kimo, which means the essence of empango I mean the essence of TOORO amasaza ningirora Kenya kurugira kigendererwa because the final eba supposed to kusambibwa before empango yatakatombere wanonyetegereza.
So empango ya
12 September
then mpira
21.
So what is
you see now where we are heading amasaza, so we need actually
I think it's sports jakumbara today abantu I don't know
kale aba Arsenal Michael Merino ine injury
utyo
naja kumisinga mpira nkamunana yona ya Arsenal
yali yakandi kona
then aba Manchester gundi ewona aga Reeves agambire abasambe mu kusigninga £1 million za 36 abantu basobora butabakora ikigorora ile Joshua Zirkzee abugambire yes is a very good player but tasobora kuba level ya Haaland wa kuteba goals 40 season. Kusinga liye turagaruka nabyo.
Okay, a very good morning. We are powered by Rochelle Sako, Jonathan and Frank Investments, bakozi bechokunya Kazero kombucha drink, Kazero dawati. We got radio on the top of the hour. Of course, our news in English will be coming up next. Good morning.
Chena na mnana katonyeza 0 Britop FM Notsanga omtauni ya Chegego.
Omupiira katwara omukiza guno gurangira omupiira guli disqualified ensonga eriemu eno tiimu terina uniform nesamba kubi nesambisa ebigere naabo ekyo nyowe refu nkozeseza obujunaanizibwa bwange kusazaamu omupiira omuragura jeze n'enkaito n'ebikwato by'omupiira muligaruka musambe nkikengere abo tebamanyire aba KMJ Fashions and Sports Shop kigegwa mu tawuni otunuulira umuhanda guri kugenda Mpala habujju bwa Katale notaho mu B13 refu kwatamu edakiika bano baine ebikwatwa by'emizano byona omuli ebyo hali mujeze ebya tiimu z'ihanga lya Uganda Harmonize International butu zirika kongoliro lino ly'enkoko kasamba mipiira baine jeze zitaroho bigambo noteekaho ebya tiimu yawe t-shirts plain habwa companies lundi omuntu kienomu otaireho n'ebitebe emipiira gyete football volleyball netball otarugaho henyini nibakora branding omunkore yeri digital noyenda kutaho badge lundi logo oba amabara ga tiimu yawe lundi kiye kibina politician nanyo mutasigarayo nibabateraho ebisani byanyu omunkora ya HD esimu habo kusubura no kaguza eri 0786 98 88 arundi 07 ananemu ananaisatu era arundi urabira WhatsApp ninyongera nikoso obusobozi kabefu opira gugenda maiso.
Build your dreams with Ebenezer Quality Ceramics and Hardware Limited. We are a one-stop shopping point for all ceramics and hardware needs. Cement, all types of paint, iron sheets in all colors. Are you looking for tiles, barbed wire, iron bars, wheelbarrows, anything you need? Come to Ebenezer Quality Ceramics and Hardware Limited. We do wholesale and retail at the most friendly rates. And for bulk purchases, transport is free. Find us in Chisekende, Mobende Municipality, along Kampala Highway, or visit our other branch in Lusalida, along Fort Portal Highway. Please call us on 0771 449 243 or 0704 803 395. Ebenezer Quality Ceramics and Hardware Limited. You know your dream.
On your radio, this is
Retop FM.
Now, here's another hour of the Internet's most listened to show. Oh, yeah.
The news in English on 98.0 Retop FM.
A very good morning, our dear listener. Welcome to Retop FM Morning News at 8. Today, 3rd of September 2024. The top stories: General Muhoozi meets Awilo Logoba, head of Kampala concert. A government seeks 600 million for breast milk banks. 3 remanded for staging nude protest. And our news in detail. The Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, has called all Muslim married couples to share their phone passwords as means of fostering trust within their marriages. The evident advice was delivered during the wedding ceremony of Sheikh Imran Asali, a Secretary for Religious Affairs at Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, held at the residence of the bride's father, Sheikh Hussein Sengendo, in Buziga, Makindye, Kampala Division. While addressing the gathering, Mufti Mubaje emphasized the importance of openness and trust in the marital relationship, particularly in the digital age. He suggested that while it is advisable for wives to share their passwords with their husbands, men with multiple wives should exercise discretion by keeping their passwords private to avoid creating tensions among their spouses. Moving on, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Mhozi Kainerugaba, yesterday hosted renowned Congolese Shuku Star Awilo Longomba at the Special Forces Command Headquarters in Entebbe. The meeting was also attended by the Minister of States for Youth and Children Affairs, Bala Mubarugahare, and the National Resistance Movement Secretary General Richard Todong. Awilo, whose real name is Louis Albert William Longomba, is in Uganda to headline the Afro-exclusive concert scheduled for Saturday, September 7th, 2024 at the Sheraton Kampala Hotel. He will perform alongside the Nigerian singer and songwriter Chike, promising a vibrant celebration of the African music. The visit reflects Uganda's ongoing efforts to enhance cultural ties with influential artists across the continent. General Muhozi's meeting with Longomba follows a similar engagement last year with Jamaican music star Cautions, where discussions centered on collaboration between the Jamaican and Ugandan music industries. And now at least 98 people were killed on Uganda roads in a period of 7 days on Uganda roads. According to traffic police spokesperson Michael Kananura, yesterday said between the August 25th and 31st, 98 people were killed in various crashes around the country, while 336 people sustained various injuries. Kananura said of this dead, 34 were motorcyclists, 24 passengers in vehicles, 20 pedestrians, 13 passengers on motorcycles, 3 drivers, 2 pedal cyclists, and 2 others. He noted that motorcyclists alone accounted for 48%, while vehicle occupants accounted for 26%, pedestrians 20%, and pedocyclists at 2% of those who died. Among the accidents was one in Chenjojo, where a taxi was involved in a head-on collision with a Poco Poco bus, killing 10 people on the spot and 9 injured in an accident blamed on the taxi driver, who was not familiar with the road but also fatigue after driving for long hours from Ntungamo. Police said most of the crashes were caused by unsafe overtaking, contributing to 27% of the all crashes, and speeding with 22% of all the accidents. Moving on, the Ministry of Health needs about 600 million shillings to kickstart the process of establishing human milk banks at various referral hospitals across the country. Speaking here at the end of this year's breastfeeding week held at the ministry's headquarters in Kampala last Friday, Mrs. Laura Ahumuzatu Turinawe said this is intended to increase access to breast milk by all babies. Establishment of the breast milk banks will be done in phased manner, and they hope to start with Kawempe National Referral Hospital and Mulago Women's Hospital by the end of next year. She said the ministry needs funds to create awareness among the populace, train and skill healthy workers on how to support mothers donating or using donated breast milk, skill healthy workers on how to support mothers. I beg your pardon. She said the ministry needs funds to create awareness among the populace, train and skill health workers on how to support mothers donating or using donated breast milk and undertake risk communication and awareness among other interventions. Mrs. Ahumza explained that the decision to establish these banks was taken to ensure that those children who were born who are unable to suck, such as those born premature, those who are very ill, and those who that have low birth weight of about 1 kilogram, and those who are orphaned at birth can be able to take human milk needed for proper growth and development. Mrs. Rita Cabanyoro, the country director of the Action Against Hunger, backs the idea of establishing breast milk banks, saying it would enable vulnerable children, such as orphans and children of refugees, to access nutritious breast milk. In a speech read by the Director of Public Health, the Health Minister, Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng, noted that breastfeeding is important for the mother and the baby. Dr. Cheng also revealed that women who breastfeed have reduced the risk of breast and ovarian cancer. Moving on, the Buganda Road Chief Magistrate Court has remanded 3 women on charges of common nuisance following a nude protest earlier yesterday morning. The Arnold Kobusinje praise Alokane Apology and Kemitoma Chizoba. The trio appeared before Chief Magistrate Ronald Kaizi yesterday afternoon, where one charge was read before them. The prosecution alleges that yesterday at Parliament Avenue, Kobusinje Chizoba and Apology, along with others who still at large, staged a protest in the middle of the road while partially unaddressed and with message written on their bodies. Prosecutors argue that this act, unauthorized by the law, caused the public annoyance, obstruction, and inconvenience. The accused have denied the charges. And now trouble for the trio started when they took to the streets to protest the rampant corruption in the country and called for the resignation of the Speaker of the Parliament, Anity Among. They were also intercepted by the police as they marched to Parliament. Now, the Mityana South Member of Parliament, Richard Lumu, has said his private member's bill that seeks to amend the administration of Parliament Act is not after the current leader of the opposition, Joel Sejoyi. While speaking to the journalists in Kampala, Lumu said ever since he was granted leave of Parliament last week to introduce the bill, he has been subjected to unwarranted attacks, particularly from the National Unity Platform. While Parliament sat in Gulu last week, Lumu was given the leave of the Parliament to present his bill that, among others, seeks to allow for the election of the leader of the opposition in Parliament. Currently, all leadership oppositions that go to the largest opposition party in Parliament are filled by the party leaders. Lumu proposes that the party in the opposition with the biggest member of the MPs should present at least 3 names, from which MPs from that party should elect their leader. The proposal that is yet to be presented to the parliament. He also wants the opposition chief whip to be elected by the all members of the opposition in parliament. The proposal also seeks to have a deputy speaker elected from the opposition, have all shadow ministers vetted by the entire opposition caucus, have another position of commissioner for other parties on the opposition not coming from the majority opposition party. Have an independent MPs have their own whip, allow for the procedure of removing the leader of the opposition and the members of the shadow cabinet reduced from 2/3 to 100 MPs required to censure the speaker and the deputy speaker and all the commissioners. And now the proposal also calls for the amendment of the constitution to allow for presidential contenders who get 100,000 votes to become the member of parliament. Dear listeners, we come to the end of our today's morning news. Here are the top stories once again. General Mhozi meets Awilo Longomba ahead of Kampala concert. Government seeks 6 million shillings for breast milk banks. 3 remanded for staging nude protest. At only 15 minutes after the hour of 8. That's all we had for you this morning. Stay tuned to Britop FM Radio. Program Twimuke continues.
That was the news in English on 98.0 Britop FM.
Buri munsi, buri gihe, umviriza 98 Britop Radio.
Phone doctor kankwanjure aba phone doctor bano bakugwa mu kujanjaba amasimu abakusangwa mu town ya Chegegwa Fort Portal Kampala Highway haina wikondo yo mtawoni opposite na Katari habo obuhereza mbya technology okanika amasimu teka mu spare hamwe no gasetinga teka mu phone applications screen guard simu ekaremera mu loka gamba password yekwebere teka ho nebikuwatwa ebya computer hamwe nebya amasimu byona bano ba phone doctor benyine obukugo no kanika amasimu computer kuchusa Windows kuyamu ebihuka hamwe no kusettinga kutekamu softwares magezi ga Taiwan na Japan ni basara na music obuzino obusiyaka hamwe n'obukoro films ebihindi love story actions hamwe na series zona wa memory card flash disk birehe bukwato bya masanyarazi bulbs solar extension cables habu kaguza no kumanya birukiraho terese mwenu 082 insanju na msanju nkaga na isatu habo bohereza bukanika amasimo oteiro na computer.
Yeah, we knew you'd be back.
This is The Voice, Britop Radio.
0000 Nantamikwa, Kings of the producer. Yes, Banti mula bamfuse, hatena ngene nchiraba. Zena setekera, oba muzimu chiyo kuntembye. Jizo kwera gamwatu, olokuba nakanyiriro. Ntambula zimba, mulire numya abati. Abamu balowooza tyoba nino muyindi gwenaba. Sente zenyingi naye nino mwane yanganza. Ataganza, wulira bwenzirika. Atimula nabalenzi, mwana wa meya. Ambita switi kamonde, yasumulula zipata. Mwana munange kabiri nage, oja kumamaza. Bino ginera galaga ndi kumuteru, oja kunzita mfe. Nina kenja mazima likangeje, nafune mirembe. Ono mwana jakundoza mfe, jagala kompola baby. Nina kenja mazima likangeje, nafune mirembe. Ono mwana jakunzisa mfe, jagala kompola. Ndaluka umanyira bwe yaba walanga bato nalinje tegude wabula oba midi kyolunga ekikundoza kikulu wantabula bwe buba butendekebwe bungi mwana muwala wasoma n'okuguka ate bwe balanzi ennunga namugereka yafuba nawunda nalina lokoka abakazi balya sente n'osoberwa ngera bwentyo ndayira nakomba ne ku pasi n'abakoowa sirina kalungi ke nafuna nabaagala nnyo naye ne mbatamwa kulya chipsi yefayida kugatika basajja buli lunaku naye ate gwe wenkufuna naba bwe nekyusa kuba mu waŋŋanza n'onfaako.
I mean, for one coming in from a Zila remix version. Of course, kaza karonge bakesire nina Kenya. We back kari kumusija mwitago Spark Sebabi. Hey. Kaza karonga tuleta speed mbili ya microphone right now. Kumanya biki brigade maiso kosu mpapara za makuru press review in the morning makuru agakirire ino rupapara ra daily monitor apozi tunana new vision naruru bukede naitasigayireyo kantoro tumanye biki brigade maiso mpapara zeno in the morning. Of course in the press review mu rupapara aru abukede urutaro kumari ya sebana aniono barumiriza omusika okwefuga buli kimu ndibene byokufa ate biryawa page 5 biteri mu rupapuro rwa bukede ansa za moka bukede za SST baziresire juza akakonge wangurire bukede ukenda bicagire maiso Ukraine Putin ajikubye tonziriranga ndoro muri hano nguteta mugezi wangu banagire mu kizuka I don't know banja no okay njogoro kwitegereza ono naye kale hano bagamba banja agogodde kwa yaye na mirembe kale arahon bishop oje kubirora kurunga muno mu rupapura rwabukede rwandikira amakuru mengi agebye kurakorana agebye simbi nago oja gasangamo akuroga bana turu rupapura rwa new vision on the table hano bagamba aba MPs arukwingana 17 na musanju baba sabire mugare allowance yezo muzigare akuba tizine kizakozire timene kibakozire muzikomiyewo per diem will be recovered from legislators pay musasule why VIP alupo Vice President Jessica Lupo ahikere Beijing China hari ikibesire China Africa Forum olikuwa tunarujja ku bantu hinda omulunako kandi rwa today I think anniversary 7 azire yasima Dr. Atwine yagamba salute tunga akakopi kabana batoto abumuyire teen vision yakona tunga hano ensonga zirikwatagana n'obuswere emyaka ombuswere ngukiryankire kikuru kirumwe kikaguzo ati oramanya rero kusanga ine emyaka 35 atungire nkakasigazi k'emyaka 2 yawo amakuru gari maingi number plates za motoka bagambere zikendeire hapeje kana keki abasije bagura muno motoka tororo cement bazana bagamba salute nanyo tabaire salute abumwe mukore byemizana torikere bitero papa wa new vision ajya kubona usuma no itegereza kurunga muno abike ebiziremo this early morning usobore kwetegura rukara tuyisomere muri kimwe cyo kwetaga okuba nomanye cyo tayende uraenda ukaguruka I don't know kandi usobore kubona funam tenda ziremo orabanirora kandi pozi nemirimo nindora bagitero papa or new vision
karim yebare katuje n'urupapuro kandi orwa daily monitor tubase kwanturiye kandi gamwe mahurire agarumu kandi mahurire agije mu rupapuro niturebera kimwe kandi abasirikari b'ubwoko bwa polisi barukwata bibica ibintu bisharinga bari kwedima kandi bwa nyuma yo kubasa ko gogo wabajena ne bendera ajure bendera ni yabire asibisa amabere kugira ngo batakari b'amabere asigara bajura kanaka ka utu tugufu utuparuke shoma urupapuro front page na nibishani biroho akandi igistori ntuze ko nogishangaho bitu kandi ababirene barwanisa uburibwe nguzi omwihanga shoma mahurira gagaruze ko nogetegereza ko runje munonga omugandi amahure kandi MP Lumu kandi nabandi aba opposition bagumize mu kandi barkwasa ku bantu boreka ngo ubwo hatiya nibakigumizamo bari kubasa ku bantu bashabwa okubasa ku bantu bagarra yo MP ha ejo zose ku bantu bahabwa iwe akasente ko kuzaguruka kabira akasente kaguru kari shobora bapraga mahurira garumize ko nogushanga mu kandi turebera kimwe kandi umugani mahurire atwine amahurira page ya mushanja mpaha government ekirane yereka bikwatageneza number plates kandi kugira ngo bakabasa kwandi bakora deal yo kugira ngo number plates zikabasa kwandi zikorwa mwene deal eri ne corona government na nabandi bahango bakuru bakoze ko bakurira shonga ni yemwe andiko ne bwanyu manuze ko noshangaga mahurire story yona nuko nucanga kandi page ya mushanjo sho mahurire ugashange mu kandi base ko nogetegeza ku rumunonga abashubuzi omwihanga area China obwate ni bori ko busasi bwinji munonga eshonga niziha sho mu popra kandi page ya kashatu agamahurire garumuze ko nogashanga mu kandi noza kuba nogetegereza kurunji munonga feed your people's milk eggs kurujira ahari Janet kwese kwa nagamba mbwenu kandi muka president w'ihanga ya Uganda first lady kandi ari minister w'ishonga z'ibyo kwego mu ihanga area Uganda which is Janet Katam 7 agumize muri kushabira kimwe abazire n'abakuze babana okurangwa abana basokwane bahabwa amate hamwe na namahuri
bana bari kurunga
wana ngo mwana wawe kureje umuhereze amate umuhereze n'amahuri konkati noshanga akana kino mwaka gumwe bakakwatire mukaruna na muhogo
at school
mukasheshe kaka mukaru na muhogo shomoro papura agamahurire garumize ko nogashanga mukande gistore mubwije no ko noshanga page ya kana akana gamahurire garumu noze ko nogetegereza hano twine muzatenda papuro rwa daily monitor twine muzatenda ekitongore cha UNHCR ICC arimo bindi bitongore bitarimo na bimwe ndebe kitongore kindi cha Good Neighbors International Uganda harimo bindi Bank of Uganda anandi bindi bitongore bitarimo na bimwe akandi basoma basako no shoma harimo zatenda stari zimwe na zimwe akandi baseko no tungira tenda hoze ko no gushora MPH akandi buri kimwe akikutamburire kurunji munonga orukiri rubarukire omurika pucorwa rero echaro chatengeta ndiko ndabwanye ibintu bitarimwe na mu byasisikara mu district ejo ya kapucorwa page ya 26 agamuhurire garunoze ko nogashanga mu akandoza ko nogetegereza kurunji munonga shomura papura ro kosa ko notunga andiko ndabwanye makando base ko nomanya ebyo biri musi yawe ebiri omwihangari yawe akandi base buri kimwe kifutamburire kurunji munonga
commercial break tuje no muri mwase ibiri aho nikicwe castene really good morning
Chena na mnana katonyezi 0 Britop FM notsanga omtauni ya Chegego
Mwana masolid kampiko Halaki Electricals infune wiring certificate yange kwa mbaire kugambira rwebagyo
Halaki Electricals
ego
baitu budidi okimanyira abantu abo mbahura baitu sinkumanya bikuba kwataho
rero wewe no kubota kumanya Halaki Electricals